Hey guys, today we're going to cook exo steak with fresh shallots. We've got some beautiful Scotch fillet. You can use basically any cut of steak, because what we're going to do with this steak is finely slice it with the grain, against the grain, it doesn't matter. Some people say against, some people say with. Just slice it into like 4 or 5 millimeter slices and dice it up to the amount that you need. Once you've done that, you season it with bicarb soda or baking soda for 1 or 2 hours. 1 hour's preferred. Once it's been seasoned in bicarb soda for 1 or 2 hours, we just leave it in a bowl, we toss it around. It looks like this, and what that does is it tenderizes the steak. It makes the steak sort of a little bit more sort of plump, and it's a lot easier to cook and a lot easier to eat. It becomes more tender. So once it's been seasoned with bicarb or baking soda for 1 or 2 hours, we just simply rinse it off very, very well. So once you've thoroughly rinsed the steak in a strainer, you see that it becomes a lot more plump, and once you cook it, you'll see it becomes a lot more tender. So, little trick of the trade. Our friends in all over Asia have been using this technique for years to soften meat. We've used a very good cut of meat here. We've used Scotch fillet. You can use topside, you can use any other secondary cut, and it'll become super duper delicious. This dish, like a lot of the dishes we cook here at the Cellar Door, are all about simplicity, all about quick turnover and great flavours without predominating or taking over the flavour of the wine. So some of shallots. Cut into about 1 or 2 centimetre pieces like this. Some chilli and some garlic. I just like to crush the garlic, just bruise it. In the Cellar Door, we don't take a lot of time with finely chopping stuff. It's it's all about tapas, it's all about raw flavours. So in a hot wok, add our shallots and garlic. A little bit of vegetable oil. Just start these off, just cook these down, get them a little bit more softer and tender. We don't want to put too much colour on the garlic in particular. The shallots don't really matter, but when the garlic starts to burn, it starts to change flavour. Some fresh chilli, again, just sort of coarsely chopped. Maybe 1.5 chilies, and not really hot chilies. These are large mild chilies. So we've got the chili sort of becoming quite aromatic. We've got the garlic become quite aromatic, and before it gets too carried away with starting to burn, we put the steak in. So this dish will probably serve about 4 people. When we cut it, it was probably about 250 grams to 350 grams of steak. And we just keep on moving the steak around so it cooks evenly with the chili and the garlic. And the whole idea is just to give it a nice brown tinge. Once the steak is in, very little chance of burning anything if you keep things moving. So keep Keep the wok moving, keep your tongs moving the meat. So we're not going to let the garlic catch. Little trick of the trade. So you don't want the garlic to burn per se, because then it gets a bit bitter. The next step is just a little bit more vegetable oil, and just going to finish it off with a little bit of XO. We use a lot of XO with our Asian cooking in the Salvador. I just find it's a really voluptuous flavour. It's quite sort of umami, it's quite sort of deep. Add some saltiness, but also some really nice spice without being too overpowering. So we buy our XO from the Asian grocer already pre-mixed. It's imported. I suspect it's from China. So a nice big teaspoon for this amount of, well, teaspoon and a half, because we love XO. And just keep on moving it. The XO will give it a nice orange hue, nice golden hue. And you can see the steak it's cooked. It's still plump and voluptuous, and it's not drying out, because it's been marinated in that delicious marinade of, hang on, the phone's ringing. Tony D'Angelo. Great coffee, mate. That's our dear friend Tony D'Angelo from D'Angelo Coffee. This is done. Fire off. Look at that. That's just delicioso. Tell you what, I'm happy with this. So first drops XO beef with garlic, shallots, chili, and XO. I did say XO. So fantastic. I find that Barbera is the perfect match in terms of Barbera, maybe Grenache, but Barbera is fantastic with Asian flavours. Soft tannins, juicy fruits. I mean, it's great with pizza and antipasto and pasta, but it does really, really well with Asian food. So we serve quite a bit of Asian flavours here in the Salvador. So Barbera and our XO steak. Wow. Pretty tender, pretty good. See you at the first drop Salvador. If you can't get here, jump online, cook the recipe, grab a bottle of Barbera, keep us all in the job. Thanks very much.